Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Really Shady Recap and Review panel. It's your girl, Treese here, and the lovely Really BTV Reviews, or Really BTV as y'all know her. And we are here to give y'all what? Our recap of the Ready to Love, Season 11, Episode 4, Up Close and Personal. Now, as I told the ladies last night, I actually thought this was a good episode. I didn't mind watching it. It wasn't a hard watch. It kind of flowed, so I wasn't mad at it. I could appreciate it. Really, B, your thoughts? Look, your face. No,
it was an okay episode. It was a decent episode because I do actually have something to say. So anytime I have commentary, I kind of think it was a decent episode,
right?
But here's what. Is it me or did I see people for the first time this episode? And I was like, where they come from? I don't know them.
Thank you. I'm sorry. My son just gave me some Sour Patch Kids.
Yes, okay. Yes, Jay. Yes. Okay. I ain't want to say his whole name.
I know. Go. Mommy's on live. Thank you. I appreciate
you. Hey, cutie.
Oh, no. You brought it to me because you want me to open it. Oh, okay. Here I am thinking he's being sweet. He's like, no, I just want you to open them.
Right. No, Can you give those to me?
Right. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good day. All right, y'all. Let's see who's in the building. Quake, thank you for being on time and early this morning.
Thank you for being patient, y'all. We were having some technical difficulties. Our apologies. Actually, I think it was StreamYard, but
yeah, I was gonna say us. It was StreamYard, y'all. We tried. I had to send some nasty grams, but they got it back up and running. But yes, our apologies. Hey, Chuck, I saw you in here earlier. The Informed, welcome. Thank you for being here. Nikki B, welcome. Two Geeks and a Nerd, welcome. To Wanda Davis, I haven't seen you in a while, Two Geeks and a Nerd, but welcome. To Wanda Davis, Gabby Janice, Chef Don. Okay.
What up?
Come through. All right. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I don't know where y'all at and what y'all doing, but hopefully you made it to your destination safely already. And back home, I hope. Do y'all have snow where y'all at? Wherever y'all at? Because
they said it was a bad snowstorm that came through.
Yeah, it was like Midwest though. So I wonder how many people in the chat went through the snowstorm. Because
I don't know. My niece got that snow because she showed pictures of her backyard. I mean, it doesn't look like it was too thick. But I know in some areas it was worse than others.
Mm-hmm. Look, not Raven talking about. I was watching this episode like, who this Harpo? You funny.
Okay, Raven. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. It's raining. Yeah, it's raining down here. And then they were calling for snow on Tuesday, but now they didn't change that to rain. So, but now they're calling for snow on Friday. So we'll see. We'll see what this week. We'll see what happens with this week.
I was gonna say Friday don't do me no good. I need it to be in the middle of the week. So
maybe Friday is wasted snow. I keep telling you.
Okay, it is absolutely.
Snow on Friday is wasted
all that means is that you stuck in the house for the weekend. That ain't cute.
Okay, that is wasted snow. Okay.
Right. Hey, Kawali. Hey, Sharice. Welcome. Chicago, it's been snowing. Okay, Sierra. Thank you for letting us know. No snow in Houston ever. Well, that's good. I know you happy about that.
Now they're gonna keep continue. They're gonna pray for our mental health because we gotta keep watching this show.
I know, not you. Well, I'm glad that you come and watch us. And yes, I hate to toot our own horn, but we are a little bit more entertaining than the actual show. But Gabby Janice said it snows in the mountains in Cali, but I'm nowhere near them. But a beautiful sight from afar. Okay, that does sound beautiful. What's that place that everybody go to? The rich folks go to? I want to go there one day. I can't remember.
Oh, and
Tahoe. Yes, Lake Tahoe. Yes, that's. I don't know why when she said that it made me picture Lake Tahoe, like my thoughts of what I would think it looked like.
Yeah, Lake Tahoe's beautiful.
Look, of course. Rich girl over here. Of course she done been.
Oh, no.
She done been to Lake Tahoe.
No, you're not talking Martha's Vineyard.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay, then.
I just did that. I just checked that off my list. I'm 39 damn years old. It's gonna be 39 years to get to Martha's Vineyard.
Look. Well, I still haven't been there. So hello.
Okay, well, But all right, y'all. So if you haven't already, no matter where you're watching from, please go ahead and do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. And
subscribe, share.
Yes, look at Really B on her job, y'all. I love it. She clocked in today, okay? And then y'all, make sure y'all hype up this video. If you have any more hypes left for the week, we would really appreciate you. Look, Raven said we all travel bougie. Let's go, okay? That's why I'm at.
Thank you, Raven. Right about now. Thank you, boo.
Look, child, y'all got me writing my travel list for 2026. I'm saying I'm saying it's a thing. That's what I'm gonna be on, Sierra. I'm gonna be on that same thing. Detroit seems a bit more mature, I must say. And you took the thought out my head. I was literally thinking that last night. I said, I love this group of mature adults, and I don't know why it seems so different than Philly, but I like it. To me, they're behaving, they're acting their age, and I can appreciate that. So we see each other. We see each other. But all right, y'all, let me go ahead and get into this intro, and then we're gonna get into this recap. Let's get shady, y'all. On the skyline pane, shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splendor. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, the life and the mold. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City to city, I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling. Oh, and matter of fact, let me show the people how much I love y'all. I was actually in here putting in overtime last night, okay? Because I went and instead of popping these people on the screen,
I saw it. I said, "Look at Trees with the new thumbnail." I saw you.
Hold on, come on up here. You. Come on, picture. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Can y'all see it? Because I can't see it. It's black.
Yeah, I can see the picture. You can't see the picture?
No, it's not showing for me. But okay.
I can see it. Okay. But you know what's weird? But it took me off so it you changed your layout. You did something with the layout.
Boom.
You still can't see it? Okay.
Okay. So, y'all, I hope y'all like that. I did put in some extra work for y'all. Okay, so
we do.
So we start off this episode. The ladies meet with Tommy down at what he claims is his little speakeasy situation. And so he talks with the ladies and they're sharing about, so he tasked the ladies with sharing their personal space with the men. Now, I felt like some people did this really well. And then others, I was like, well, I get what you were trying to do, but that's not what he told you to do. Am I the only one that felt that way?
I think some did. I think some executed it better than others.
Okay. So it's not just me. So then the first little date we got going on, Dominique has invited Bello down to her house. Okay. She has Bello, it was Xavier, Chris, Christina, and Devon, because they don't even call him Devin no more. Now he Devon ever since he changed his look. Now he's Devon. Okay.
Shout. It still looks like a raggedy ponytail to me, but okay.
Don't do that. Now, I do have a picture of this. I don't know if this was like crushed velvet.
When it's in his braids, it's decent. But when it's just in that ponytail and it looked like he needed to get his roots done.
Oh, who are you talking about? Devon is the one with the glasses.
Oh, I thought who's the one with the ponytail?
That's Cardi. That's what I was like, who are you
talking about? Bad. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Look, you are so funny. So he come down to the house. She gave him a kiss she was waiting on him at the door.
At the door, honey. Okay? At the door.
So they both seem to have a strong sense of attraction to each other. But, Bello says that he's also, kind of connecting with Christina. So he don't want things to be awkward. And, the fact that they on a group date and he got to be, around both women, he feels like he getting exposed a little bit. And so then Christina feels away because she was like, yeah, she out here catering meals to this man. So they must be real close. But, I ain't going to feel threatened. I ain't going to let it make me feel scared, whatever. And so then we move on. We see them having dinner. Even Devon said something, was like, well, damn, I wish you would have asked me what I wanted. Sushi ain't that hard. And I was like, well, Devon, you be doing a bit much.
I'm about to say sushi is a lot, sir.
It is. Not saying that oxtails isn't, because oxtails is a task.
It is, but sir.
What state was it with the pregnant girl on it? There was somebody pregnant on it?
That was in Texas. Remember the Texas where we found out, but we found out after the fact she was pregnant, remember?
Oh. Sushi is ridiculous, right? That's because you gotta roll that, like you gotta have
sushi. You asking for a lot, sir. You were asking for a lot.
So now, what I found interesting is, so then we jump over to, hold on, let me get my screenshots right. So then we jump over to this conversation with Christina and Chris, and they're bonding over, I guess, their insecurities when they were children, and basically making it through. Hey, Abby, I always love to see Abby.
Abby Boo!
Because Abby is a good time. Abby is always a good time. Hey, Girl. Abby. But yeah, so him and
Christina, she don't even be trying. That's the funny thing.
That's the thing. I know she don't be trying. She really just be speaking on how she feel. That's why I love her. So yeah, they having this conversation talking about childhood trauma. She talking about how she grew up being called Piggy. And so I guess maybe she was a little overweight, or when she was younger. He said that he didn't always feel the most attractive, but he found ways and other things of value that women could appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So that because he might not be the best looker. And I said, okay, well, I mean, we all got to pivot. Shit, and there ain't nobody perfect. We all got to pivot at some point, but I just they feel like they have such a strong connection. And I was like, girl, I think you just hanging on to straws at any point, just trying to find a connection that'll pay your bills.
We're going to get to her. Oh, we're going to get to
her. All right. Can y'all see Devin and Devon? I'm sorry. Devon.
Yes, Devon.
So then Devon and Dominique are in the kitchen having a conversation.
Because up until this episode, I thought Devon and the school teacher was the same person. So go ahead.
Oh, I know you're talking about Steven. Okay, I get what you're saying. So yeah, so Steven, see, look, you got me messing up. So Devon and Dominique are having a conversation, and she's talking about how, basically her crew or her group is her family. That's like her squad, right?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, that's why I want a big family. And so she was like, yeah. And so she mentions, and I think this is the first time we learned this, she already got kids. So
I think she's done.
Yeah. So that's what. And not saying that miscarriages can't trigger you, because it is something traumatic. So not saying that after 2 she just decided, look, I'm good trying, especially if you already have 2. So I can absolutely understand that. And so basically she said, so what's gonna happen if I don't give you that? And he was like, well, are you open to adoption? And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't want to speak for her, so please, Dominique, don't take this the wrong way, but I kind of feel like I feel like you're done. And you just don't want to say that. And I think you're leaving the door open because he wants kids. Like, he wants it to at least keep the door open for it. But I feel like, in my mind, if y'all can disagree with me in the chat, I just feel like, for me, I don't know, when I watched the scene, I was like, I feel like she's playing in his face, because I don't think she really wants no more kids. I think she's done, like Really B said. And she might, be better off just being honest with him. That's just my thoughts, y'all.
I agree. I think she's done, and I agree that you could just say that. Right. It's okay.
And that way we can move on, and I can move on, because you're not my person. You know what I'm saying?
Because I say this every season. The reality is, it's okay if you don't want any more kids, but if I do, and that's a non-negotiable for me.
Right.
Be honest and let me know so I can move on. Like, if this is supposed to be a extended speed dating situation, then once we have the conversation, then we can move on. But no.
Okay, Abby, I like that perspective. They can get a surrogate. True, she doesn't have to carry the baby. But see, I think what people forget sometimes is it's not so much sometimes carrying a child, it's raising these little mothers. And sometimes it sounds like her kids might be a little bit older. And for all the moms in the chat, I'm sure y'all know there comes a point where you be like, I don't want to do this over again. I don't want to start over. I'm really good where I'm at.
Right.
So I don't know, but I'm not saying that's her. I'm just saying. They did agree on adoption. They absolutely did. Hey, Cheryl, I see you coming in. Hey, little baby, I saw you creeping in. But yeah, so then let's move on. Let's eat this girl up. I'm sorry, because she had it coming. Ooh! Hey, so Christina and Bello, right? So Christina done pulled Bello to the side, and she said, I feel like basically I don't feel wanted. You're not making me feel that way. And so he was like, well, what do you want me to do? And she was like, well, I'm gonna need you to, Chang getting paid over here. Like, that's what I'm expecting from you, to show me that you care. And I was like, wow.
Well, I thought it was interesting when she said that's how men show love. So that tells me that that's been your experience with men, is that love comes through money.
Right. I agree. And I was like, oh, that's a poor. But it's just, honestly, So if she feels that way, I had to play advocate, and I know that, look, if Nels was here, she would eat me alive, but really be my do it for. But if she really feels that way, and that is her like way of being loved, like, you know, somebody's love language might be gifts, and for her, and it sounds like that's what it is, that's one of her love languages is gifts. So if that's how she feels love, then I can't be upset when she says this is what I need or my expectations are. However, you can't be mad when that man say, girl, that ain't me.
I feel the same way about this, and I feel the conversation we just had about kids. If you require love through basically what you just said, if you require love through materialistic things, you have every right to feel that way. However, then I'm not your person. When you say you sent out the SOS about needing a massage and he didn't respond the way you needed him to respond. See, if this were just about, I'm telling you, I have a need for something and I wanted to see your response. If I say, hey, I had a bad day at work, what is your response? Hey, my back hurts. What is your response? I would love a massage. What is your response? If it was just about saying how he responds when you tell him you have a need, that's one thing. But the flip side is when you said, look, so-and-so sent me money and that was my expectation.
I'm sorry, little baby cracking me up. I wasn't laughing at you. It was her comment because I literally happened to look over and see the jacket and I'm like, that is pretty bad.
Yeah, the jacket wasn't cute. But my thing is, that's what turned me off. To say, look, you didn't show any concern about my physical well-being after I told you my back was hurting or something, or I needed a massage.
Right.
That was one thing. But when your expectation was money, because even the guy that didn't offer her money, she was like, well, I mean, it was understandable. You know, basically she gave him a pass for not offering her money. But her expectation was the money. That was, and
absolutely. And I ain't even mad at you when she was like, look, I'll take half. I just want to know that you willing to help.
You're willing to give it, right?
Yeah.
So again, if that is how you validate love, great. I can't tell you you're wrong. I can't tell you, I mean, because listen, that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But the flip side of that is, that's not me. Like, I do have money.
Right.
But I don't even know you like that to just be throwing it at you, because I feel like if that's where we start, that's going to always be the expectation.
I love what you said. Can agree 100%. I think too, for me, yes, your back may be hurting and that be, you know, I feel bad for you, right? If you would have told me, can you go on Amazon and buy me a little $30, $40 heating pad? Because again, like you said, we just met. So it's not, I think it's what it was for. And I'm not saying that massages are great, right? But I think that there are other things that if you told me your tire was flat, you get what I'm saying? And you need a new tire, and this is why you need the money. I think as a dude, I would be more likely to be like, okay, you get what I'm saying? That's some real necessities that I feel that way. And I feel like it was the fact that it was a massage and she's making it seem like, oh, you know, something broke in her house and I had to call a plumber and I live alone. And I don't know. I just felt like, yeah, I'll give you some for it, but I'm not paying for your whole massage because I feel like that's it. I feel like that's some luxury stuff, I guess.
And then if we flip it on the other side, what if all of the men had sent you $180 or $300 or whatever? Would you have sent it back and said, oh, this was just a test? Because you said you sent it to 3 people and your expectation was that all 3 people were going to send you some money.
Right.
I mean, again, I ain't going to call this woman out her name or anything like that. But what I am going to say is that's some gold digger shit. And you can dress it up however you want. And you can talk about, well, that's how men show love. That's not how men show love. That might be the men that you like. That might be the men that you deal with. But that is not how men show love. That's men have learned that money gets them what they want. Men have learned that they got a better chance of getting what they want in the end if they throw some money around. But that's not love. But again, I can't tell you what love looks like for you. And if you're okay with that transactional type relationship, then I can't tell you that you're wrong. But he's not your guy. And remember, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she the same one in the mixer that was talking about basically she don't go nowhere if it ain't VIP? And
yeah.
So this is who she is. Yeah. And that's fine. If that is your standard,
that's fine.
Right. If that is your standard to date you, cool. That is your standard to date you. But don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Don't sit here and try to make it seem like, oh, because that's how men show love. No, that's the men that you want in your life. That's how they show love. That ain't
right.
I mean, we all like gifts. I mean, I would be a liar to say that. We all like gifts, but that's not.
But the thing is,
I think what love is.
That right. And I think she equates that to like or love. And like you said, but just because I buy you something, that don't mean you like me for real. That don't mean you with me for real.
Exactly. And had he said, right, somebody in the Quake just said in the chat, and had his response been like, all right, well, what time you coming over here to pick it up? And if his expectation had been that you was gonna give him some ass, then he'd have been wrong. Then you'd have been telling Tommy that he was a jerk and he was an asshole and all these other things.
Y'all, I can't with y'all in this jacket. Y'all are really over here going in, and I can't.
I don't think the jacket. I don't know why y'all. I don't think the jacket is that bad. I really don't.
They say he need a bigger size.
I feel like I just think that. I mean, I don't know if I like the salmon on salmon.
Yes,
I don't think he styled it well, but I don't think the jacket is horrible. And it looks. It is probably actually an expensive jacket, honestly.
He needs a contrast. I agree with you. He doesn't need to be salmon on salmon. It's a lot.
Like if he had worn that jacket with black pants and a black t-shirt, I don't know. I think it would have popped a little bit. It might have popped. I don't know.
Quake said it's too early to ask people cash from a possible guy. Hey Sierra, I seen you come up in here, girl. Look, y'all still talking about y'all ain't having no. Y'all ain't
Abby said it was gonna take all three of them to reach her fundraising goal. I'm not. I'm done.
Oh no, not y'all saying it's Sheen. I can't with y'all. Y'all are bad. Now y'all really
cutting up in the chat today. But again, it goes back to I hate to say it, but it goes back to the kids thing. If that's your non-negotiable, I can't tell you you're wrong. If that is how you choose to be dated and courted and that is your expectation, let him know early. I don't think there's anything wrong with letting him know off the break. This is what I expect. So that and like his response was, oh, well, that ain't me. Cool. Then we can move on to the next person.
No, and I agree.
But the reality is, baby girl, I don't think your man is there because I don't think none of them are those type of guys.
What you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, and I hate to say this, she gives me the vibe of the girl that wants the wealthy man, but
what do you bring it to the table?
What it comes with, but then it's surprised when she's getting cheated on, and not saying you deserve that. But unfortunately, sometimes when you go into relationships for the wrong reasons and not the person, you can get what you want, but you also might get some other that you didn't expect.
Right. And then, and I mean, somebody might get mad at me when I say this. Girl, what do you bring to the table?
She says she got a career. She's saying or do something.
But so do they. That's what I'm saying. Like, but if you're expecting all of this from him, what are you bringing to the table? Are you cooking his meal every night? Are you keeping the house clean? Like, if you want a man to be the take care of me kind of guy, what are you doing for him? And I'm not talking about sex. I'm just saying, if you're expecting him to bring that to the table, what are you bringing to the table?
Right. And I just want to point out, Tiffany, I had your comment up for a reason because you're absolutely right. And I remember when Ashley said that, and I think it was the first episode, and it kind of turned me off. But I mean, she seemed to be rocking with this ad, and we're going to go there because the fact that here we are, this is episode 4, and we're already begging. Why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you calling me? But I need a man that's going to take care of me and spend money. He can't even provide for you emotionally. How the hell you think he's going to
do? I mean, let's start at the basics. So again, I say, would you be complaining about him not calling if he had sent that $300? You see what I'm saying? But again, I'm not going to judge you, girl. If that's your expectation, if that is your need in a relationship, who am I to tell you that your need is not acceptable?
I just wanted to address Ravine's comment because yes, I absolutely noticed it too. Devon, you went back to Devin when you put on this shirt. Okay, I love you, but you went back to Devin when you put on this shirt. This was not your friend, and I think it's not your shade, and that's okay. That's okay. Maybe if it was like a black or a white or maybe, but for me, the blush was not giving.
So somebody said in the chat, is she not enough? She got to be a maid. Well, I can flip that around and say, is he not enough? He got to be the bank account.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not being funny, but I feel like that's just, and maybe it's just who I am as a person or where I am in my life. But I mean, is she not enough? Well, why isn't he enough?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead to the next thing.
All right, so let's move on. We see Nicole.
Right now, I think his shirt is more ridiculous than that jacket, but okay.
No, that's what we said. That's somebody in the chat said that the shirt is ridiculous. So yeah, y'all. So we get into Nicole and Devon. They done went down to play cricket, and I said, okay, well at least it's not paddleball because I'm so tired of seeing people playing that
pickleball.
Oh yeah, pickleball. Thank you. Look, I wanted to forget the name. That's how bad I want to forget it. So. So she said they've been on the phone heavy, and she wants to see, how that translates in person. So, but Devon said, Dominique, he feel like Dominique is his real boo, but he liked Nicole because she's very sweet, down to earth. And so Nicole was like, well, what are you looking for? And he mentions he wants someone smart, but kind of thinks beyond themselves. And so Nicole says she can appreciate that because she believes in, stepping up in leadership roles and, she wants to be the change. Okay. And they both kind of agree and, have that in common. So I thought that was cute. And then they, are looking forward to see where it goes from here. And honestly, I really liked Devon and Shannon and Devon and Nicole. I like the kind of I won't say nerdy energy, but smarty energy. I like it. And I think they go well together.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in the Shannon and Darius situation, I feel like she already likes him more than he likes her. Just my opinion. But getting into we see all his tatas. Don't do that. Don't do that. This angle is disrespectful to this man. He look like he got childbearing. Don't be talking about my screenshot, Abby. I can only go what they put on my screen, Abby. Okay. I totally agree with Really B. I have male friends and we explore talking about these conversations. Yeah, you got to. I have a lot of male friends as well, and we talk about that. Men who pay for everything pay for cleaning service. I don't know a single rich wife who cooks and cleans because they have help. Some of them do, and some of them don't. But I can understand where you're coming from, Mel. Absolutely do. All right, so let's move on to our good girl, Shannon. She decides that she wants to host a show and share down at her apartment. That's what it looked like. And so, she starts off by showing off her what is this, a dilation something or another clock or something like that. But we know she's a nurse, a registered nurse. So obviously she delivers babies. Shout out to them because it damn sure was a nurse that delivered my child and not my actual OBGYN, but no shade to her.
Well,
I'm just saying, I expected a little bit more, but yeah, so then they're doing, everybody's sharing their moments. Xavier shares the roses from his mother, from his grandmother's homegoing service. Donna brings something from her coaching dance, and Ed shares a sculpture that he got from a friend who passed away in the line of duty, which I thought was probably the most significant of everybody. And then Darius shares a dress that his mother made for his daughter, and he said that's where he got his passion for fashion or whatever. And obviously, his mom is no longer with us, so he gets a little choked up and everybody is like, oh, he's being vulnerable. And this even makes Donna be like, oh, I've never seen this side of him. I guess I had it wrong. And it was like, yeah, because you only known him for 5 seconds and you completely came in and judged him and told him he was full of himself. And he very well may be, but you didn't know him long enough to even make that judgment.
Agreed. So I think this, I agree with you. I think this was the absolute best game.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody took it seriously and showed up with, usually when they play this game, somebody says something stupid like, it was significant when I found a good parking space at the mall the other day because I always got to park in the back of the park. I feel like everybody showed up, and I feel like everybody was vulnerable and everybody told a real truth, and I can respect that because I feel like these group of people, I feel like took it seriously and actually showed up. And I'm gonna say this and then I'm done with it. But a man that has money doesn't mean that the wife doesn't cook or clean. I have friends that live very well, and yeah. But go ahead.
And that might be how they save their money, because they're not gonna let it go outside the house to somebody else, especially if you're at home not doing, you know what I mean? I'm going to say not doing anything, but you know what I mean?
And that doesn't mean that they can't afford certain luxuries, but
right.
you know, but it's all about how you choose to spend your money. So
right. Everybody says Darius had them emotional. Yes, they really stepped up, and I'm gonna say I can appreciate. Thank you, Ready to Love, for getting away from the sex of it all and these stupid.
Yes, I was so glad.
I was very proud of them, and that's why I think what Ravine said earlier is that it does come off a little more mature this season.
Mm-hmm.
Even the activities are more mature and more grown, and it allows people to actually learn each other. Yeah, so this was dope. Shout out to y'all. They brought the real deal stuff that shed light on their stories and their character. Right. Exactly. So then we see, let's jump over to this conversation because Xavier, I keep calling him Xavier because obviously, but he has this conversation with Donna, and she's trying to dig deep because she was like, we've never really been able to talk. And so he's like, yeah. And she's like, well, are you connecting with anybody? No, not really. And so she's like, so are you learning anything that, you would do? Is there anything you would do differently? No, not really. I said, get this man off my TV. I'm sure he is a wonderful person. This is not the place for you, sir.
This is the guy that don't normally get second dates. And now we know why.
Right.
Like, he probably gets a lot of first dates and maybe even a second date. But yeah, he's just dry.
Yeah, very dry. And I was just like, poor Donna. She was like, nails on a chalkboard. So then we see Shannon and Ed. They seem to be flirting. So it almost made me wonder, where the hell did Darius go? Because I thought he was all up on her face, but obviously we can only blame it on editing, because I would think that they would show us a one-on-one with them, right? Especially since they were supposed to be feeling each other. Or am I wrong? Did I miss something?
I think it's just so early that they're trying to give us all the different looks. Because like I said, I saw people in this episode, I didn't even know who they were. I don't remember them from the mixer. Like that chef. I don't remember her from nothing.
Really? Well, yeah, because she's a little on the quieter side. Remember, she was they had put her at the bottom one week, or like,
and I don't remember. So what does that tell you?
Okay. So Shannon and Ed, they seem to be connecting real good. He likes her polished Michelle Obama vibe, and he shares his experience with talking to kids at a nearby school about boxing, and and they get all touchy-feely, but Shannon don't seem to mind. She likes that I like it, I really, really like it. I'm just saying. So
right, Koala said there's a chef. Exactly. Is there a chef?
Yeah, oh my God, yes, y'all are so funny. Xavier's not ready. He's setting, yes. That's what that gives me, is that he's absolutely, I don't know why. And I think that's why they kept saying that word. He gives an older man vibe. Like, he's the type, he knows who he is at this point in his life. He don't plan on changing. So you either get with his program or you get lost. He absolutely gave me that vibe. He is indeed not a wonderful person. Who are we talking about, Abby? I can't with y'all. Yes, who's the chef? It's Ashanti or Asante.
See, you don't even know her name.
No, because she pronounced, I don't know if she pronounces Ashanti or Ashante. I don't know. And I don't want to mess it up. But it absolutely is a chef. And let's get into the chef, Ashanti. So she is a private chef, okay? She has invited Lauren, Cardi, and Vince so that she can show off her, skills and what she does every day. Now,
his hair bothers
is the one all the way over to the right, y'all.
His hair bothers me.
What, the hair?
It bothers me so bad.
Well, I will say in this particular situation, I was a little upset. Well, I guess since nobody else had a hairnet on, and he's not the only one with long hair, but I don't know, for some reason, I feel like you would find pieces of his hair in your food. Like, and it'll be colored.
It bothers me because I feel like it goes back to what we say about the women all the time. You're not gonna get it done. Like this whole filming situation, right. You ain't gonna get no prison snapback braids. You ain't gonna go get some twists done. Like, they only filmed for 2 weeks, y'all. 3 weeks, a month. So you could have got a fresh do at the beginning of filming and be good throughout all the filming. It is bothering me. That ponytail is just, and it's the color, right, Abby? You couldn't get a fresh color, like. Sir, how much of an investment are you putting into this? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trees. They just
No, you are so funny. Tiffany said, I saw a picture. I think he would look cute with a hair. Or if it's just done. Because when he had the little man bun and when he got it right, I don't mind it. But, I'm a man bun type of girl. And I know everybody don't like that.
Right. I liked it better when he had a little curl in it. The man bun, something.
Right.
But that looked like you put no effort into that. And again, y'all, this is a dating show. This is a dating show, which means that you should be giving me your best. And I know everybody, every day everybody doesn't look like they walked out of a GQ magazine. I get that. But that looks like he didn't even try.
Mm-hmm. He looked like he just slicked it back. And
that's the Tarzan look.
That's the Tarzan. I ain't mad at it. It is kind of so then Lauren seems interested in getting to know Vince more. And she quickly regrets this because Vince is doing way too much. So one of the things that the chef, the leader, explains to them, when you have a knife in your hand, you scream out sharp. Well, Vince takes it overboard, and I was like, I wonder if he's doing this because he's nervous, or does he really think that like this is funny?
He thinks he's funny because he's always making jokes. He thinks he's funny.
And sometimes I think he can.
It was funny the first 2, maybe even 3 times. But at a certain point, you had to know you were being annoying.
Right. So literally every 5 seconds, all you hear sharp, 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 sharp. And I was like, I was like, are you trying to be Little John? And this is not shots. This is sharp. Like, stop. Okay. So this starts to irritate her. Then she's like, you know what? I can't do you. So let me go over here and talk to Cardi because he got a little bit more sense than you. So she go talk to him and she talks about how, she's still very driven. Obviously, she has kids, but, she still wants to pursue her goals. She feels like it's important as a mother to be fulfilled so that she can show up for her kids. And I think that's absolutely true. And so Cardi says that he's kind of battling the same thing because he has goals. He says that he's actually working on a pilot license and he has a few hours logged, but not enough. And obviously has probably had to do it on and off or can't do it as much as he likes because he got kids and he got other things.
And it's expensive. You got to pay for all that. That's expensive. Yeah.
So, but they seem to have a good conversation and connect on that. And then what is it? Oh yeah. So Vince, then he goes and he talks to Asante. Did I get them? Because they was just arguing. I think I might have missed them because I didn't care. But yeah, so Vince goes to talk to Asante and they start going back and forth, right? Because, basically he feels like she brings up the conversation about 50-50 that they had at the skating rink. And she was like, I just want to clarify what you meant. Oh no, what it was is he asked her, what is it that you think I need to work on? She brings up the 50-50 conversation at the skating rink. He goes on this, long explanation about how, yeah, this is what I meant. And basically, I'm willing to provide. But if you need something extra, then you need to go find a job or either come or do something to help me provide that extra. So I understood what he was saying. However, I don't know. I guess, every woman wants to hear, I'm going to, you want to I want to believe you want to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What did you think about that, Really Me?
So so 2 things. One, this is the reason why it's different strokes for different folks, right? Because Tiffany said that she found that to be hilarious. So Vince probably would have entertained her. You know what I mean? So That's what I like is that there are different strokes for different folks. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, I didn't understand why this turned into an argument because I 100% understood what he was saying. What he was saying was, listen, I make $150,000 a year. You met me making $150,000 a year, but you want to live a $200,000 lifestyle. So what I'm saying is I'm bringing $150,000 to the table. You got to pick up the $50,000 slack. I don't see once again, if we're dating and people are being honest, you don't have to like what they're saying, but just know they're not your person. Again, that would not bother me. As a teacher, I know that there's only a certain amount of money I'm going to make as a teacher unless I get another job or I move into administration or things like that. But as a classroom teacher, it's only but so much money I'm going to make. I don't care how many degrees I have.
I love what Lil Baby said. I expect that mindset in these times and in this economy. It's not like, and I get what I'm sorry to cut you off, Really B, but I get what you're saying. Like, it's real out here. We all wish we could be taken care of to a certain extent, right? But that's not realistic.
But I just feel like I didn't understand what was confusing about what he was saying. And I feel like that scene was some bad editing as well, because it seemed like he was getting irritated and he was being a little aggressive in his tone. But I feel like we were catching the tail end of this conversation. Because again, the way he explained it in the beginning, I perfectly understood. And I didn't understand why he was still explaining, because I didn't know what else there was left to say. Now, you don't have to like what he's saying. You don't even have to agree. So Abby said, what do you consider extra? Or what does he consider extra? I don't know what he considers extra, but let me use myself as an example. Since y'all say I'm bougie, let me use myself as an example. I like to travel. If I meet a man who loves to travel, but he cool with traveling in economy and I'm not, then I got to pick up the slack to upgrade them tickets. So he going to buy the ticket. I'm going to upgrade us to first class.
I agree, Really B.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And in order for me to be able to upgrade us into first class, I got to be bringing something to the table. That's how I took it. That might not be how he meant it, but that's how I took it. Listen, I'm going to get us a nice house in a nice neighborhood. But if you want a pool and you want to live in a gated community, then you might need to bring a little more to the table, because I done provided us a nice house in a really nice neighborhood. You want a nice car? Cool. I'm going to buy you a Benz. But if you want a G-Wagon, you might need to bring a little something more to the... You see what I'm saying? That's what I heard. Well, now, maybe that ain't what he was saying, but that's what I heard.
Me and Nels always talk about this, and I actually really wish she was... Because to your point, yeah, if I know that, for me, I'm only speaking for my situation, but if you're providing, you're doing mortgage, you're doing lights, you're doing, and you're holding me that those are things I don't even think about. Yeah, when it comes time for vacation, I might need you. Yeah, I might want you to buy the ticket or something like that. But please understand, like you said, if I want upgrades, or if it's something especially that I want to do on this vacation, and because I know he spends so much on a regular, in my opinion, my money is the vacation money.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, and again, maybe I'm just older. Maybe I just been through some shit. I don't know. But I just didn't hear what he said that was a problem. Mm-hmm. And when she was like, well, let's clear it up. What do we need to clear up? I thought he was very clear. I think we, and when I say we, I don't mean us in this room. I mean, in general, we need to separate not understanding something from not liking what somebody said. You understood what he said. You
right.
didn't
like it. Mm-hmm.
I thought he was very clear what he said. We need to stop living off the gram. We have got to stop living like everybody lives like that, like the gram. We don't. Most couples, the average couple, is living paycheck to paycheck on 2 incomes. That's just the reality of it. Mm-hmm. Some might have a little money in the bank. Some may have invested a little something. Some might maybe even have a couple of side hustles. But the reality is, most of us are living a real basic lifestyle. And if you want to go above and beyond that, I just feel like y'all are really coming through here with some crazy shit. Now, maybe that's how the women in Detroit roll. And that's no disrespect. Because if that's how they roll in Detroit, then maybe that's how they roll in Detroit. But it just seemed like, I don't know, it's just weird to me.
Mm-hmm. No, and Auntie Kim, I absolutely agree. And please understand that, because people think, oh, well, if you don't pay as much and da-da-da-da. But yeah, and you don't want to be, I still have a job. So please understand that I'm nobody's maid. That's why I go to work every day, because I ain't got it to do. I'm nobody's maid. That's when I pay my maid to come. And if that means I got to go work 40 hours just so this kid feel like he got it over me, then I will. Women should have their own money. Then you should. Absolutely. I agree. She wanted to hear he was going to make more money, but she clearly understood what he said. She just needs more money to live. Well, and with more money, I'm trying to get what you're saying. Read that, Really B. Am I reading it wrong?
She wanted to hear that he was going to make more money, but she clearly understood what he said. She just needs with more money to live down.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was like, is it just me?
I got the first part. I didn't understand the second part.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will say this, and this is something that my
hold on, Mo. What is it, Mo Will? I don't know about that, baby. And don't get me wrong, I've never been. But I feel like from what we've seen from reviewing Love and Marriage Detroit, I think it did used to be a little bit more reasonable to live there. But I think now, because they're kind of getting like DC and gentrifying everything, that I think it's actually a lot more expensive to live in Detroit. It may not be DC equivalent yet, but I heard it's getting much more expensive from people.
It's getting there, but it's still not. It's still
not DC.
It's getting there because it's starting to get gentrified, but it's still you can still live a really comfortable life in Detroit, making between $100,000 and $200,000.
All right, so let's move on, y'all. Sorry, we got caught up in that. So then
let me just say this last piece, and then I'm gonna be done with it. One thing I will say, my mother has always said this about my dad. Now, one thing my mother always told me is that my father never let more money come into the house from my mother than him. And if that meant he had to get another job or that meant he had to pick up some side hustles, now he always made sure his paycheck was more than my mother's paycheck. However, he had to make that happen. But to just be able to live a luxury lifestyle, no.
Oh, she said, I have looked personally. It's as expensive a city as like NYC. Oh, it's what I'm okay. Because I was like, no, Detroit has gotten pretty crazy. And I would never think that it would be so expensive, but it's a thing. All right, so let's move on. We get to I believe it's Asante and Steven is our next couple. They have what it looks like. Oh no, I'm sorry. I forgot about Ashley and Ed and this date. Oh, look at Nels trying to join us. All of a sudden, all late to work and whatnot.
Technically, y'all was early, okay? Technically, I was on time. Y'all is early.
Girl.
She said,
I said she went took her nap.
All right.
I was like, let me get up right before it's time to get on. Look, and then I saw the messages. I was like, okay, these heifers.
She was able to get it to work.
Right. It started to work. Like, that's why I was texting you. I was like, oh, we ready to go. And I was like, let's give her a minute. And I said, we'll just wait till 1 and maybe she'll get up. And then I said, well, she good and sleep.
Yeah, I
was. New York City wants $5,000 for 250 square feet. I know, it's insane. It's insane right now. Look, Detroit is definitely not giving. Yeah, it's definitely not giving NYC.
Yeah, it's definitely not on that level. No, not at all.
So Nels, any thoughts since we miss you? Any thoughts on anything that you miss?
We talked about the money. I know you got something to say about the old girl and the massage. I'm sure you have something to say.
So
maybe you don't.
So her and the massage thing, like I see where she was coming from, but I don't feel like she really needed to address it with him. I didn't think it was like,
you just know that's not your person. That's what me and Really
yeah, exactly. I didn't think that she really needed to say anything, and the way she came off kind of stank. So it was just like, okay, he ignored your text, and okay, you got the money out of somebody else. Hey Ray, Bean.
Hold on, can I read this really quick? Because this is so funny. Hey, welcome, Jaguar Actual. I seen you slip in, but you got me kikiing. Christina's love languages: 1, physical cash; 2, funds of affirmation; 3, acts of I gotta pin this one. That was good.
That's funds of affirmation, though.
Funds of affirmation. I'm gonna start using that because you know mine is affirmation. I'm gonna start using that.
That is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, and then she kept on kind of going with it, and I thought she just came off stank. I didn't think she really needed to address it. Like, if that's your mind frame and the way you feel, and okay, some dude said he ain't got it, cool, you respect it. Another dude sent you some money, and he ignored it. Well, ignore him moving forward. It is what it is. Like, I didn't think she needed to address it.
Okay, the only other thing that I think you might have comments on is, what do you think about Vince and Lauren?
Well, I don't really like Vince. What are we talking about?
Sharp.
What about them?
Well, no, the whole disagreement about me saying when she was like, oh no, I'm sorry. So it's not even Vince and Lauren, it was Vince and Ashanti. But
when she the 50-50 thing?
Yeah, because we literally just got off that conversation.
And she was talking about how he was coming off like feisty.
Yes, and me and Really B just said we didn't see a problem with it, what he was saying, because he was
I didn't see a problem with what he was saying. I think it was the follow-up, he kept on going. So, I mean, like, did you not hear what I said? Like, you didn't hear me then? And she was just like, I think that's what she was saying was the feisty part. But I agree with what he said. He said, you know, if I make 150K and you're cool with the lifestyle I'm providing, then you ain't got to do nothing. But if you want a lifestyle that requires more than that, then yeah, maybe you should be the one out to go make that extra 100K. I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
Okay, we all in the same boat. We all agree on that. All right. So then we see this tie-dye date with Steven. Hey Steven, because we ain't seen you in a while. I was worried about you. Like,
listen, I told you I thought him and Devin was the same person, child.
Look, it was so funny. Really B came up here talking about her and Raven talking about I ain't seen some of these people before. I said, what you mean?
I don't know these people. I don't know some of these people.
She said, I feel sorry for this man. I don't know this man.
I don't know these people.
I'd made the same mistake again. I apologize, y'all. My bad. Because I want to get into this. So Ashley and Ed, this bothered me. She takes him down to Barkside, which I guess is like a little dog park with her dog Duchess. Duchess is cute as hell. Ashley's cute as hell. I think she's adorable. My only problem with this scene was she's sitting here talking to him, and he's talking about how he used to be married to his childhood sweetheart. They got married really young. They eventually grew apart. That happens. They co-parent very well. She's like, okay, well, I'm mutually interested. I think you have a good spirit. I'm feeling you, but you not really applying pressure. Well, and honestly, and the fact that you have to me, was so simple is a good morning text. Like, to the fact that we see that on the show, people deem that as bullshit now. So the fact that she's begging for this man to be like, can I at least get a good morning text? That's a problem for me.
Before she even got there, he would have lost me at, I don't put a time limit when it comes to marriage.
Well,
but you know what? Again, that's a personal thing, and I can respect that. And I can respect, because I know that there are people who are like, if you don't know.
And guess what? And I wouldn't have addressed it. It would have been a mental note.
Right.
You ain't for me.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, for some people like me, I understand that there's no timeline for that. Now, I think there's a timeline once we've gotten to know each other and we've established we are in a committed relationship and we are exclusively dating and we are doing the things that boyfriend and girlfriend do, then yes, now the clock starts. And I do think at a certain point, you either fucking know or you don't.
Well, right.
You know, but when we're still going through the whole getting to know each other and all of that, But I can understand that for some people, it's like, I ain't got time. If you don't know by December 31st of 2027.
The fact that you're telling me that there is no clock for you. You see how you said once the relationship starts going, the clock starts. He's saying that there is no clock. Absolutely not. That's, you know what? You have a great day. You have a blessed.
Right. You have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day.
Well, they say no. You have a blessed day on purpose.
Listen, I'm not going into no good morning text. I'm not going into you not applying no pressure, because you ain't got no reason to apply no pressure. You ain't got no time. You ain't got no time limit. You ain't got no clock. You feel no pressure.
And let me just say this. I'm not saying that that's the case for all men, and I'm not making excuses for him, but I don't know how long he's been divorced or what the situation is. But I also know that I feel like, and I'm not speaking for these old men that be out here unmarried. I'm talking about the ones that have, because I know a lot of women feel the same way. I feel like once you've done it before, and if it doesn't work out, you're not really in a like, oh my God, rush. Like, you're kind of a little more slow to take your time because you've been there, done that. So you
need to take your ass to therapy and get off of Ready to Love, if that's the case. Me personally, I ain't doing that. What your situation was in the past and what you went through, I am sorry for you, but that sounds like something you need to sit down and talk to your therapist with, and maybe circle back when you are ready to love, because that's not for me.
Oh, Nell said that's just not my problem.
And that's what I think I feel like the biggest takeaway for me, not so much all of Ready to Love, because I don't feel like every season has given me this, but right now, what I'm getting from this season is different strokes for different folks, and if it ain't your thing, it ain't your thing, and it's okay, especially when you're in this situation where you got 20 other people that you can go get to know. Okay, well, you're not my person, and let's keep it moving. I think a lot of us, men and women, we get stuck on trying to put a circle into a square. No, it's a circle, and it's never going to be a square.
Right, it's a circle. Right. Yep. All right. And I think the people agree. All right, let's finally move on. I keep going back to them. So we finally get to this tie-dye date with chef, because Really B didn't even know the girl was a chef. And she was like, who's the chef? A lot of people in the chat was like, there's a chef on the show?
Well, and I still don't remember her. I still don't remember her.
In the show, when she said it, that's when I knew. I didn't know she was a chef.
See, I ain't the only one.
Yeah, because she did the cooking class and was talking about how she was a chef.
So
otherwise, I ain't know.
Yeah, but I thought it's okay. Am I the only one that thought that was crazy? It's the cooking class, but you weren't the one leading the class, but you the chef.
I thought that was weird because she was like, I want to show him what I can do.
Right. I thought she was gonna be the one leading the class.
I agree.
Or at least co-leading, or at least taking the lead. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you sat there like you was a student like everybody else.
Yes,
maybe I agree with that. At her house like everybody else did.
Yeah, you could have done something at your house and had something set up at your house, right? And it could have been something simple like a pasta. Pasta ain't hard to make, you know. I mean, when you're talking about a big group of people, it's not a hard thing to do. So, I don't know.
But the fact the baby couldn't cut the carrots.
The fact that it looked like they didn't skim those carrots. It looked like they didn't wash those carrots. What were you doing with those carrots?
The lady that gave him the actual teacher or instructor wash and rinse the food and did. But the way they was just struggling, I would say, oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Okay, and so Lauren Bishop has a very good perspective. They probably wanted her to focus on the dating process and not the cooking. Sabra said that cooking class was whack. Okay. A cute pasta salad would have been nice and easy. Okay.
Yeah, a cute little, a little cute little pasta salad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And this is such a sidebar and so random. I started going down this rabbit hole on YouTube of these food wars. And when I tell you, people be putting peas and potato salad and not our people.
Girl, I know you ain't never seen that,
but it's just really and I just be so intrigued. Like, why did you think that went together? I seen one the other day. She did a jerk chicken with a red velvet waffle for chicken and waffles. Think about it, red velvet. That's super. I thought it might be good, but then they were like, "Nah, this is nasty."
I'm sitting here like, okay, maybe, instead of the savory and sweet, it's spicy.
Right, it's a spicy, but I think it's too much. I think you're doing too much to a, you know what I mean? Like
but it's funny because I've actually seen that on the menu.
Oh, a red velvet with a jerk chicken? Well, it was
I've seen chicken and waffles with red velvet waffles, yeah. It was some restaurant in Atlanta. I can't remember exactly, but
I've seen the red
velvet. You still here? I feel like it was someplace we went.
I've never seen it paired with jerk. I've seen the red.
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken. Because you got to think about that's super spicy.
That's too much. People be doing. It's too much.
You said that's too much. So anyway, back to Ashanti and Steven. It was real small. They seemed to like each other. And he said, you remind me of the girls I grew up around in Flint. And he was like, but don't take that no type of way. It's like a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like I need around the way, girl. That's what he was trying to tell her. And so, Steven likes that she has her own passions and drive. And Ashanti lets him know, I want to travel. That's my thing. And so at the end of the day, he asked for her number. And I was like, oh, so y'all ain't have each other, whatever. And so she likes that, he wants to be a family man and do all the corny stuff. I ain't even gonna hold you. I like that about Steven too. That moved him up on my list. And said that, she's already ready for her second date. Just let her know where she need to show up. Okay.
Am I the only one that was disappointed I didn't get to see the shirts at the end?
Well, yeah.
I wanted to see. And I actually thought this was kind of a cute date. I haven't seen one like this.
Oh no, and we were talking about that, how we can appreciate you missed it, but we were talking about, Ravine had said something earlier about how she can appreciate this cast shows up more mature than the last couple seasons. And I think it's based off the dates, like with the show and share and the different, like they're just, it's not centered around sex. It's more like mature. Let me really get to know you. So I can appreciate whatever they clearly heard somebody yelling from the rooftops because they change, or maybe it's the people picking them, but it just seems a little bit more mature. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let me get into these comments. She also has, oh yeah, so that's why we're confused, because we thought she had the salon suites. That's what I know her for. She had the salon suites.
Oh, okay. I remember the salon suites, lady.
Yeah. Thank you, Auntie.
Okay, well, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, that's what.
Remember the salon suite,
right,
lady.
But now they, again, what Ready to Love do? They come up with these.
Ready to Love will change somebody's profession, honey.
Real quick.
And that doesn't mean that a person can't do more than one thing, but that's not how y'all introduced her to us.
Saber said red velvet is a flavor. No, it's not a flavor. It's a color.
They say that, but I don't know if I agree.
You're funny. All right. So Tommy meets up with the ladies. Is this deliberation? Because I can't see my.
Yes, it's deliberation.
All right, lady. Nell, since you've been gone, go ahead and get into deliberation, girl.
Yeah. So the ladies met with Tommy in the ladies' lounge. This is kind of real short. I ain't getting into no extra.
No. You ain't got to. I mean, and if you want, I can tell you who was at the top and who was at the bottom, but mine wasn't too long either.
So Ashante said that she's feeling Stephen and Cardi. What? I think it's the E.
Oh, you missed the rant. Really, B can't stand his hair. Neither can the chat.
I don't. There's a few people. There's a few people that just they got too much going on. Lauren said she's feeling Cardi as well. Nicole is feeling Devin. Shannon and Ashley are feeling Ed. Ashley said Ed is breadcrumbing her while Darius is applying pressure. And Dominique said the connection that she has with Bello is undeniable. And they had a special greeting, but a lady never kisses and tells, and you could tell Christina was feeling some type of way. I could have sworn I mentioned the whole, maybe I just watched it. The whole little thing about the B word.
Oh, with the whole.
Oh, yes, that did come out in deliberation. You're right.
Well, Christina, she was talking about Vince, and basically she really wasn't feeling him, and she didn't like how he referred to some of the ladies by calling them the B word. And Lauren was ready to cape for him, and she was like, "Girl, he was talking about you. You was tall B."
Okay.
Me, the B. Yes, right. It was
yes,
you.
Girl, it was you.
It was you. Okay, he was caping for you. I mean, you was caping, and you was about to cape for him. And then my bad. It was in another section. I did have it. So collectively, the ladies decided they're not really feeling Vince, and yeah, that whole thing happened. And Christina felt like Bello fell, in a weak category because he didn't respond to her massage text. And they said Xavier is giving uncle vibes because he acts old.
So what do we think about the whole Xavier situation? I mean, you weren't here.
I agree he act old. And I agree he's stuck in his ways.
Oh, okay. And so you were here for that. You heard at least that much.
And I agree that he is I don't think he's really interested for real.
I don't think he is either. I think he's really, like, he gives me the vibe, and only because I know what it felt like when I was in that place when I was like, I am just really good by myself, and how I could screw up a date real quick because I really have no intention of really wanting to date you. Like, I really just came out here to get a free meal. But so I get it. And I was like, yeah, he's checked out. Nels, I need you to, my computer is acting funny. Can you skip to the next, whatever next scene is? I think it's Dominique with Xavier or Donna and Vince. Jaguar says Xavier was a day late and $1 short. I get where he was coming from. He wanted to take things slow and steady like a boxer who wanted to kick into gear in round 6, but ended up getting knocked out in 4. Jaguar, you still, where have you been, Jaguar? Oh, I love your commentary.
Shoot, Dominique told her, you late to the party, right?
Right.
He said, I'm gonna step it up. She said, you late, homie. You.
Saber said, "Why is this woman on a show called Ready to Love asking about massages?" Because she
technically, did she ask, or did she say she felt like she needed one or something? Did she ask?
I feel like she did because she said that because the one guy, she said her massages cost $300 and he sent her $180. So she was like, well, I understood he put in an effort. So I feel like she must have asked, because why would they just be randomly sending her money?
And you heard which one she said sent her the money? Devon.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't remember.
No, it was Devon. It was Devon.
Which was Devon again?
Devon is the one with the glasses that he's Devon because he went to the chamber before he was Devin. And then he went into the chamber like Steve.
Oh, well, he
he
sent her the money because he had.
Matter of fact, hold on, you got to picture him.
Yeah, I do. Him.
Oh,
with the,
no.
We were talking about his shirt too. What'd you think about his shirt? No. We got to put it up against Bello's jacket. The pink leather jacket.
You don't want me to comment on Devon at all.
Okay. We won't do that. We want to be nice to the people.
I wouldn't have, listen. He wouldn't have got no text from me. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
It wouldn't.
Yes, I peeped that, Tiffany. I saw how she gave names on who gave her money. She was dry begging, right? She absolutely was.
And I just didn't think it was a good look, but okay.
It didn't, because it was like, I just want to see who gonna give it to me, and not even that. But like Really B said earlier, what happened if everybody would have sent it to you? Were you gonna send something back? No. It's giving a little scammer tease. It's okay. But, as JB, in the words of our friend JB, you ain't going to keep taking me out on this date. Make me pay for it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So, yes, we get into Donna. She meets up with Vince, lets him know, look, I got to share the feedback from the ladies. She brings up that, you called one of the ladies a bitch, and that's not really, acceptable here. And Vince said, yeah, but, it was just
I just said it. I ain't really called nobody.
Right. He said, but I'm willing to work on it though, because when you say that, it makes me think about my daughter and how she might perceive it. So you know what? You're right. You're right. So Donna brings up, your mouth and your bluntness, and it's a little too much for the ladies. And Vince said, well, I just don't want to leave anybody guessing about how I feel. And if nobody can understand that, they can get going.
Oh, now you want to stand on business.
Right. So
yeah, I just knew he was going to be gone. I really was surprised that, even though I knew the other guy, they were like, oh, he's a slow walker, he's this and he's that. When the way Tommy was acting about the whole bitch thing, I just was like, oh yeah, that's a wrap. So I was actually surprised that he was still there.
Right. And so she tells him that, oh, the ladies still feel you ready to love, even though you a fool. And so he was like, well, yeah, I know there's some things I can work on. And I was like, but you just said if they can't accept that, oh well. I'm confused. Which one is it?
Moving on.
Which one is it? Look, when the man turned right, Saber, I need them to get rid of Miss Massage Lady. Two Geeks said, this is why I can't with this show. I gave it another spot. They kept the dude that called one or more women a B, right? Yeah, I don't know what they be doing. Oh, you think he'll be gone next? I mean, I will say in comparison, because like we said, Xavier, at least Vince is showing up to the dates. Even if his personality is quirky and a little bit too much, Vince is actually showing up. Xavier's not even really showing up to the dates. He gets there and then he just sits.
It sucks because I feel like every season, not only are the men less attractive than the women, right? But it's always the men. It's the men with the issues.
Right.
Like, they just suck.
That's why they say the dating pool has piss in it, sis. Okay. So then we move over to Dominique, who has invited Xavier out. And, he says that he's not nervous. He feels like, oh, this is a date night. So even though you weren't connecting with her, so I don't know why you thought that this would be a date, but okay. So she goes to grab something from his drink and he slaps her hand.
Oh, I think, she went to grab a pretzel.
A pretzel or something that was in it. Yeah. And okay. So I didn't know if that was.
Yeah, these little pretzels right here. She's like, oh, you got pretzels. And yeah,
So what did y'all think about that scene? Because I didn't really know how to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really know how to take it. I was like, I would feel away if I'm on a date with a dude and you slap my hand, like, because it's not like she was in his plate per se. I thought the pretzel was in his drink,
No, it's right. Yep, no, it's right there on the napkin.
So what are your thoughts, ladies? Chat, what do y'all think? Because you know how I feel about food. That's why I said I didn't know how to take it. Because that might have been a cuss you out moment for me.
Honestly, Trace, I think you would have asked for your own pretzels. But
thinking that it's
yeah, it would have not been okay for you to pop my hand.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Don't pop. Like, well, I guess my thing is like out of instinct, I might have popped your hand. Like if somebody is reaching over to touch my food, out of instinct, I might have popped their hand. Like I'm being real, because that's one thing I don't do. Don't do that. You can ask for something, and I'll probably share it with you, but don't just decide you're gonna reach over and take some of my food. Don't. I don't care if it's a chip.
But you know what?
I don't care. No. So I might have actually popped him.
So okay, and it's gonna sound so horrible, but I think as a woman, right? And I'm not saying this right. We may think like, oh, okay, like, oh, like what did she say? She said, oh, you got pretzels, right? Yeah, we might not do it. Like as a woman, we might, sir, don't be reaching in our stuff. But like, I don't know. I think as a man, like as a woman to a man, like we feel like it should be okay.
Like again, it should be okay if you are my man, or we are like really dating seriously. I mean, maybe. But you are literally here to tell me that you are kicking me off the show and you decide you want to reach over and eat some of my girl, bye.
Oh, hilarious.
And you have been a full stomach to give you this bad news.
And she had been insulting that man. The first thing she did when she saw his drink and said, old fashioned. Oh, yeah, that's it. What?
Now, I'm not even going to hold you. I did catch that shade. When she was like, oh, that you look like you drink an old fashioned or something.
Right. I was like, first of all, an old fashioned is my preferred drink of choice, ma'am.
It is. It is really big drink, y'all.
She sure did. She said, I got your old fashioned because you look.
The shade was real.
She did. Maybe she deserved the pop. Maybe she deserved
She did. I mean, again, I really think it was out of instinct because listen, I promise y'all, you might get a pop out of me, and the two of y'all, we've been out to eat multiple times together. But if you ask, I'll probably be like, yeah, go ahead.
I we share food all the time, but I have enough sense not.
But if you just decided to just reach across the table and decide you can go grab some off my plate, I don't know, you might get a pop.
And Nels already knows she come for me. This is a lifelong thing. This is a lifelong battle we've been through.
I'm just saying, I'm just being real with y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. You will get popped. So Xavier is not ready to love. And look, Taper said they find these men for ready to love that are desperate and they can't get a date otherwise to me. Please don't reach out for my food. Always ask. I don't know where your hands have been. That's another thing too. Now my husband can grab a fry, but keep your hands to yourself. Old fashions are good though. She did say that. Act right, really be. Brandon. I mean, what am I doing? Look, Joanna said she's so nasty, so rude. Where did that come from? Who was nasty and rude this week?
Nene said that. Nene said that.
Tamar.
No. Oh, Tamar. Was it Tamar? I thought it was
Tamar said that to Trina. She said, you're so nasty.
Oh, she said that recently. Yeah.
It's usually for folks of a certain age bracket. More various, more beautiful. But I think what that means is it's like you can appreciate certain wines when you get older because your palate has changed and it's, you know what I mean? I feel like old fashions and whiskey, that's just, so it's not, I don't think it's a thing to be like, oh, it's because it's old. No, like that's a classic. And once you get up there and you can enjoy good things, like your palate has developed, I'm here for it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I've had one. That's just not my drink of choice. Right. But I've had one.
Yeah, and if we're sharing an appetizer, I was reading what Brandon said. Absolutely, Brandon. That goes without saying. If we ordered it, we were like, oh, you want to share that? Cool. Yeah, that goes without saying. But if I put it on my plate, no. Right. If it's on my plate, absolutely not.
I feel the same way. Look, I've had to learn how to share because I have a kid. Otherwise, that Nels can tell you I'm a very stingy motherfucker when it comes to my food. It might not even be eating it all right then. I just wanted to save it for later, so you can't have none now.
He ain't the only one that had to teach you how to share.
Don't do that. But yeah, y'all, that's all we got for y'all this episode of Ready to Love. We hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday fun day, and Hopefully not buried in snow. But Really B, what you got going on this week on your side?
So I'm not going to the Brandy and Monica show. So I'm going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville in a little bit, probably in about another 30 minutes. I think we might get ready. I think we got somebody to buy these tickets, so I'll have to finish that up. We will have Love and Real Housewives of Potomac since I'm home, and Married to Medicine will probably be tomorrow.
Oh, is Married to Medicine back on already?
It starts tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all stay tuned because
Jerry Burton, shut up. That's my cousin. I can talk to him like that. So I like my old fashions made with Derringer Rabbit Hole. He don't even drink.
Oh, okay. Look, Jaguar said I'll drop my full thoughts in the comments. All right, thank you, Jaguar. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. Be on the lookout. Y'all got y'all Beyond the Gates for this week. There was nothing else. There was only 2 episodes to give, so I gave y'all that already. Be on the lookout for Forrest later tonight. We'll be going live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real Housewives should be dropped tomorrow or Tuesday. There's no more Braxtons. Be on the lookout. I did go down the rabbit hole of All Her Fault. I literally stayed up to 2:30 last night. I mean, I had watched it over Thanksgiving break, but I finished it last night because literally the last 2-3 episodes, I was like, I can't stop watching now. I can't. My eyes was heavy, and I was like, I can't. So I'm gonna try to get nails up here at some point. I don't know when we have time, but yeah, Force, as in Power Force. Yes, Jaguar. We'll be reviewing Power Force tonight. But be on the lookout. Have your notification bells on for that because me and Nels will be dropping a recap of All Her Fault because it was a lot. It was a lot. And then hopefully if I have some time, maybe I can get caught up and watch All's Fair and we can bring you a good recap of that. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, please go ahead wherever you're watching from. Do us a big favor and go ahead and hit that like button.
Comment.
Make sure that you guys subscribe.
Share.
Oh, look, share.
And hype the video if you can.
Trace, hold on. The last thing you said was All's Fair, but I think you meant to say something else.
No.
You said if you can watch All's Fair and get.
No, I'm saying if I can get through All's Fair, then yeah.
I thought that's what you just said. You said it watching.
No, All Her Fault. Those are 2 different.
Oh,
yeah.
I heard you say All Her Fault, and I thought of All's Fair. Okay, yeah. My bad. Okay.
It's okay. It's close to the same name. I'll give you that. But yeah, y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all be safe. Enjoy this Sunday fun day. We love y'all. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye. And don't you dare raise a solo cup. You better get you a good wine glass.
Yeah.
Lord, don't be playing in my chat.
Raise that solo cup, girl.
Don't you dare, Lauren. Look, you start at the end. All right, I'll catch y'all next week. I'm coming back for you, Lauren. You know better.
You start at the end.
All right, love y'all. Bye.